ABL 411 after the break. The league is on the air. The 1981 Action Baseball League season has reached a turn. The All-Star break is behind us, and now the second half begins. For 4 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the league returns with 4-game division rival series across the schedule. This is where the pennant race begins to take shape. Contenders start separating. Chasers try to close the gap. Division rivals get a direct shot at one another right out of the break. For this special stretch, ABL 411 after the break will follow the league day by day. Each day will include one showcase game, a featured presentation by the Baseball Observer, one ABL Ballpark Feed, a straight game feed from the ballpark, one ABL 411 daily wrap-up, results, standings, and where the league stands after the day is complete. We will follow Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday through the full 4-game set. Once the series concludes, ABL coverage will return to its regular weekly or bi-weekly rhythm. The break is over. The second half is here. The pennant race begins now. The league is on the air. Spoiler alert. Thursdays, the Baseball Observer Showcase game and Ballpark Feed game have already been completed. If you don't want to see the results, hit pause now. Let's go to today's games. Charlotte Colonels host the Tampa Bay Storm. The BRLE versus Sergio Martinez. The result: Storm win at Charlotte 8-2. Winning pitcher Sergio Martinez, the loser. The BRLE play of the game: Sergio Martinez, the starter for Tampa. Miami Hurricanes host the Atlanta Kings. Ivan Juarez versus Bill Borden. The result: Kings win 4-2 at Miami. Winning pitcher Ivan Juarez, loser. Bill Borden. Save goes to Sergio Duran for Atlanta. Player of the game, starting pitcher Ivan Juarez. Detroit Dukes host the Chicago Fire. This is the featured game. The final result: Chicago sent home with a 4-2 loss. Detroit wins 4-2. Dallas Rustlers host the Minneapolis Blizzard. Christian Davis for Minneapolis versus Gabriel Zayas for Dallas. The result: Rustlers wins squeaker 2-1 over the Blizzard. In 11 innings, a walk-off win by the Rustlers. Player of the game, starting pitcher Gabriel Zayas. Phoenix Firebirds host the San Francisco Warriors. For San Francisco, Antonio Pineda versus for Phoenix, Nate Lucas. The result: Firebirds 4-1 victors over San Francisco. Player of the game, starting pitcher for Phoenix, Nate Lucas. The San Diego Sheriffs host the Los Angeles Cobras. For Los Angeles, Enrique Laxon versus Robbie Kendall. The result: Cobras win at San Diego 3-1. Player of the game, starting pitcher for LA, Enrique Laxon. American Conference games. The New York Aces host the Pittsburgh Express. For Pittsburgh, David Acuna. For New York, Mike Gimmel. The result: Aces 3-1 winners versus Pittsburgh. Home win for the New York Aces. Player of the game, starting pitcher Mike Gimmel for New York. Philadelphia Fury hosts the Boston Patriots. For Boston, Jorge Galvez. For Philadelphia, Roberto Hernandez. The result: Patriots tack 5-3 loss on the Fury. Road win for Boston. Player of the game, starting pitcher Jorge Galvez for Boston. Here is the result of the first ABL Feed game. You can see it in its entirety on the ABL Ballpark Feed. Nashville Blues host the Cincinnati Cougars. Cincinnati sends Alex Perez to the mound versus Nashville's Aiden Watkins. The result: Cougars deal Blues 6-3 defeat. Cincinnati wins on the road. Player of the game, starting pitcher Alex Perez. Scott Reese hits his 13th home run. Las Vegas Gamblers host the Seattle Comets. Seattle sends Tony Miller to the hill. Las Vegas sends Oscar Herrera. The result: Gamblers drop 6-1 decision to Comets. Seattle wins on the road. Player of the game, starting pitcher Tony Miller for Seattle. Noticing a trend. The play of the game of this game was not the pitcher. Just let the record show. All right. Portland Lumberjacks host the Denver Rocketeers. For Denver, Damian Serrano is the starter. For Portland, Paul Johnson. The result: Denver topples Portland 7-6. Player of the game, left fielder Alex Sandoval for Denver. Let's look at the players of the day. For Thursday, July 16th, 1981, the first day after the break. Number one performance of the day, Victor Campos of St. Louis, 3 for 4, 2 home runs, 5 RBI, 2 runs scored, and a walk in a 7-6 victory over Houston. Second performance of the day, Gabriel Zayas for the Dallas Rustlers, 8 innings pitched, 3 hits allowed, 1 earned run, no walks, struck out 3 in a 2-1 victory over Minneapolis. Number 3 performance of the day, Tony Miller of the Seattle Comets, 9 innings pitched, 6 hits allowed, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, and he got the victory. 6-1 win over Las Vegas. Let's see where we stand. In the NBC, the Colonels maintain an 8-game lead over Las Vegas. Charlotte has lost their 3rd in a row. They've lost 6 of 10. Miami loses. They have lost 5 of 10. In the Central Division, Dallas wins their 2nd straight. They've won 7 of 10. They lead Detroit by a game. They also won. They have won 5 of 10. Chicago loses. They trail by 4 games behind Dallas. In the Western Division, San Francisco leads Phoenix by a game. They lost their contest. Phoenix won theirs. Los Angeles is 2 games back. They've won 7 of 10. In the American Conference, Patriots win. Fury loses. They now trail by 4 games. They've lost 8 of 10. In the Central Division, Houston loses their 2nd in a row. They've lost 5 of 10. Cincinnati is victorious. They've won 7 of 10 and now trail by 5 games. Nashville loses. They've lost 6 of 10. They trail by 7 games. St. Louis victorious. They've lost 6 of 10, however, and they trail by 8 games. In the Western Division, the Las Vegas Gamblers lose, but they've won 6 of their last 10. Seattle are victorious, and they've won 5 of their last 10. They trail Las Vegas by 2 games. Seattle winning their 50th of the year. Denver has won their 2nd in a row. They've won 6 of 10. They trail by 4 games. Wild card picture has Detroit leading Phoenix by 2 games. In the ABC, Seattle leads Denver by 2 games. Now we move to Friday. We will feature one ABL Feed game and one Baseball Observer Showcase game. The ABL Feed game for Friday will be Dallas hosting Minneapolis. Anton Garay, 11-2, 3.24 ERA, versus Bill Mendoza, 6-6, 3.52 ERA for Minneapolis. And the showcase game will be the ABC contest. Philadelphia Fury hosting the Boston Patriots. For Philadelphia, they'll send Gilberto Flores, 10-8, with a 3.51 ERA. At least that's what they're telling me now. We'll see what happens when I open the thing up. Victor Martinez starts for Boston. He's 8-6 with a 3.51 ERA. Scheduled starters. Saturday, we've got 2 more contests. The feed game will be Nashville. Where are they? There they are. The Blues hosting the Cougars. That'll be the feed game. Hernandez for the Blues against Chris Collette for Cincinnati. The showcase game for Saturday will be the National Conference game from Phoenix as the Firebirds host the Warriors. David Wells for Phoenix, 1-0, 2.06. For San Francisco, Arturo Gonzalez, 6-11, 4.44. And then Sunday, from Charlotte, that'll be your ballpark feed game. Jose Hernandez, 8-3, 2.99. Versus Luis Carrera for Tampa Bay, 5-5, 3.27. And then your showcase game from Las Vegas. The Gamblers host the Comets. Virgilio Cole, 8-6, 2.76 ERA, scheduled starter versus scheduled for Seattle, Antonio Romo, 5-6, 5.10. So that's the schedule. And we will wrap up each day and let you know where we stand. ABL 411 launches today.